ActiveRecord Scopes can be nice to use and a useful way to think about data. Chaining methods together in logical filters to get the desired result without having to think about the structure of your data. ActiveRecord is tied to doing database queries. But to do that, you must have a database. Have you ever wanted to use this kind of syntax on a set of custom in-memory objects or an array of hashes? Now let's not let ActiveRecord have all the fun. We can do the same thing in plain old Ruby, and I'll show you how. Here, I've got an ActiveRecord person. Notice that it's singular because in ActiveRecord, a class represents a collection of people and a single person. We can't very well just create a new collection of persons because the source is a single database instance. The person class defined below is going to represent the definition of a collection of persons. Here I stub out some methods that I will define later just to get the shape of what the class's interface is going to look like. I'm going to start defining a person class. So I'm going to give it some attributes. I'm going to give it an age and a height. I'm going to set these to add readers. Now I'm also going to add a little syntactic sugar. I'm going to override the toS method. And so when we're looking at these objects, we won't just get an object ID, we'll get something that describes more of what the object contains. We're going to put in the age and the height. There we go. That looks good. So the way we want this to work is we're going to create people. We're going to put some collection in there eventually, but let's say we want all the minors who are tall. So to be able to do this, each one of these methods, their result needs to return a new instance of the people class. So let's go into how we're going to do that. So first let's start off by creating the initialize method. And it's just going to take a collection. I'm going to default that to an array just in case you want to start it up. And I'm going to just set this to 2a so we have a conversion method. So if you want to just turn this into just a regular array, you can do that. So the method that I'm going to use, you might have seen in some of my previous videos, I'm going to do def create. And create is going to take the new collection that's going to come in, and it's just going to go self.class.new collection. So let's first fill out minors here. How are we going to define minors? We're going to start from the array, and we're just going to use basic enumerable methods. We're going to just select the person whose age is less than 19. Great. So for that to work now, we'll need to send that to create. And so what this will do is it'll take that new array, which will only be the people less than 19, and it will create a new instance. So I'm just going to fill out a few more of these things. Tall, short, and let's do something fun for adult. We can do something a little different. We can just say, if reject anybody that's a minor. So we go over all the collection, we reject the ones, we call minor. This is going to reprocess this every time, so that's a little inefficient, but we can just convert that to an array, and we can say doesn't include that person. So if any of these people are minors, we know they are not adults. All right. So next we just need to create a collection of people that we can throw into this and then query it. Here I've just curated an array with person instances in it, and let's see how this thing is going to work. So now let's get tall people. And just to make sure that converts out, puts on that. The result of that is going to look like that. So we can see all these people are tall. Now let's put, I want people that are tall that are also minors. And we know there's just one of those. So that's pretty cool. Now you can use these tools in your projects to make things simpler and to make cool DSLs. And if you're looking for a gem that might be helpful, you might want to check out ActiveEnumerable. It provides a DSL for creating scopes and using where and a bunch of other ActiveRecord-like syntax. If you like this sort of thing, you might want to check that out. Thanks.